Every July 4th, our community gathers at the Falls Church for the annual Independence Day readings. This long-standing tradition brings neighbors together to read the Declaration of Independence and reflect on the ideals that have shaped our nation. As America marks its 250th anniversary, we ask the community what this milestone means to them and how they see those ideals reflected in our community today.
America is at the same time the most wonderful place in the world, and I mean that, and also a place with a lot of difficulties. We tend to be consciously aware of the problems. We do listen to the problems. We try to correct them.
I would say that the founding principles are aspirational, from the Constitution to even the Declaration of Independence. Especially the Constitution was supposed to be a living document. Actually, the ideal was for us to have a constitutional convention every 10 to 15 years in order to revamp the Constitution. They wanted to build a solid foundation for us to be able to progress into a better and better nation.
Relative to their age, I see the Founding Fathers as the progressives of their age because they did something super radical, which was, hey, screw the crown, right? Screw monarchies. And I think when we talk about preservation rather than still pushing forward, that is a loss of plot type of moment.
I think America was founded on some really lofty ideals. This idea of freedom, of everybody being equal, but I also think we have to acknowledge that at the time, what that meant, who everyone wasn't necessarily all-inclusive. And I think that's something that we need to grow from. It's a great foundation, but it's something we need to grow and improve on as we continue, because the world is such a different place now than it was 250 years ago.
I think America in itself, just with the history of our country, there's many events that show how we've reflected and fought for certain freedoms, equalities, and all the principles. But where we've fallen short, I think you can see it within citizens today, or politicians, or the people running our countries have kind of forgotten what it means to be a citizen and actually make decisions in reflecting our principles.
America's founding principles were only for white male landowners. So I think the very fact that we need to reflect on them as they apply to all people, that's how we should reflect.
There's a really interesting push for community everywhere. There's a deep level of uncertainty that everyone is feeling, and that is driving people to come together and work on things and be like, hey, we got to solve certain problems that we see ourselves in a collective capacity. And I think that coming together aspect is something that is foundationally a deep, important part of this progress that's being made for the principles of the country, for what we really hope for, and how we get over this hill.
I think part of what Falls Church is doing are events like this, where it's retrospective. It's like, look how far we've come. Because, for instance, this event, it wasn't just the reading of the Declaration of Independence, it was also additional documents that not only helped support it, but followed it in helping to build and strengthen America and the foundation and the principles leading forward.
I feel as though the community really values kind of each individual thought, and they really take as many perspectives into view as possible.
This community is one of the most active communities I've ever seen, especially for its size. It's a really great community. There's a lot of awareness. I actually think the most important part is how do you create enfranchisement? How do you create citizens who are willing to be citizens? And I think the answer to that is education. And that comes in many different forms. It comes through holding community events like this one. It comes through having our own little museum. It comes through so many things. And it's really important.
This year, it's important to remember, as we're in the midst of the World Cup, that it's not just being an independent and sovereign nation, that the Declaration of Independence said a lot more than just we are declaring ourselves to be independent. The country from day one has stood for something. So I think that being able to celebrate that this year feels especially important.
We're in a contentious period of time. It's kind of wild, but I also think it's important. It would be nice to have a really stable 250. That'd be kind of fantastic. But what better way to celebrate the 250th birthday of America than be like, hey, let's reassert the people's right to be in charge.
Most government occurs locally, not from the federal government, not from the state government. Most of it's local. You really have to be involved. It's your life, your community. Take advantage of it.